position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback, hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. Looking for space. It's Marshall. He breaks his tackle. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or two conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Shoots it to the left. Complete on the comeback. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Might be changing the route. Williams will pass. He fires to the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's Young. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Williams looking for a man. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. First play of the drive wants to throw. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Unloads it downfield. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Kick is in the air. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Gain yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Running back searching for a hole. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here. Williams will pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and he almost had a pick 6.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Trying to have success on 3rd down.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Let's send out the kicker here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Young. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Racing down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Finds his man, it's Smith. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Smith. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tennessee. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Williams looking for a man. Makes the catch. It's Richardson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off.
Oh, he found a space up, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's James. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Marshall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Williams will pass. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. Turns it on in midfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he makes the catch at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Back's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Now on the move. Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. He goes down after the short return, but
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
To throw, it's Reed. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Off the play fake on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Inside. Touchdown, Aaron. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continue to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Reed. Looking downfield. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The Aggies headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off play action on first down. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to adjust the pattern. Williams looking for a man. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Back to throw, it's Reed. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
He's moving out of the pocket. Powers through the defender. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to...
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. It just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Parker. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to pass, it's Reed. Going for 6. Go to the end zone, it's picked off. Ball down inside the 5, at the 4 after the pick.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The give to the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Williams will pass. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete.
Turning it on! The 50, the 40, past the 30, the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! They They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds space on the right. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Makes the catch. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end round.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. The Aggies want to move quickly. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here come the Irish back on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Under fire. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The pitch. And he's still running after the move. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Irish! Great job by the back on the option. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They want that clock to run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
A a quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Back to throw, it's Reed. He wants a big play here late. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.